So recently, in some comic thing, we got some information about Connor's later life and discovered that he had in fact had a daughter. I thought this was quite interesting and decided to make a video on it. So here's what we know. Sometime after the events of Assassin's Creed 3, presumably during the mid to late 1780s, Connor married a native woman and had a son and 2 daughters. His youngest child was named Nhiòte. Sometime during April of the year 1796, Connor took Nhiòte far from her mother's village to teach her how to track and hunt, despite her tribe's tradition about training women. This was because the young girl was the only one of Connor's children who had shown signs of having the gift. While they were hunting a deer, the young girl acted recklessly and fell from a small cliff drop, spraining her ankle. Connor left his daughter behind to look for cold water at the river in order to bring the swelling down. While he was away, Nhiòte noticed fresh wolf tracks nearby and tried to warn her father of the predator's presence, but he was too far away. In the sky, Connor's daughter saw an eagle above her, and in her distress, she somehow connected with the bird. Using the bird to fly towards Connor and giving out a screech of warning, Connor managed to evade the wolf and put it down with his hidden blade. After returning to Nhiòte, he was amazed to find that she was aware of his encounter with the wolf because she saw through the eyes of an eagle. Realizing the extent of the girl's potential, Connor stated that he had indeed a great deal to teach her. Now, the most interesting thing in here is of course the fact that Nhiòte actually has the same form of eagle vision that Bayek has. So when in Assassin's Creed Origins we're using Senu, it is actually eagle vision. I don't think this form of eagle vision has a name, so let's go with literal eagle vision. Of course, the reason for this comic is to force that literal eagle vision into canon. But the extent of Connor's youngest daughter's abilities is quite impressive. It's also very interesting how out of Connor's 3 children, Nhiòte is the only one who has any form of something called the gift. What does this mean? It means she's the only one who has eagle vision of some form. However, not much is known about Connor's other children, and we don't even know their names. Which is alright because they're all a mouthful. However, we found out about Connor's youngest daughter. I think we're going to find out about the other 2 children as well. How relevant they are will be a thing that we'll have to wait and see. However, I thought this was interesting because Nhiòte and Bayek are the only 2 now canon characters who possess this literal eagle vision. And it also tells us that Bayek can literally see through the eyes of Senu. I also found it interesting because we found out more about Connor's later life. And although we know little things here and there, we didn't really know much. So finding out about his children, or specifically his daughter, is quite interesting. Because before this, all we got was like a long line of text that said something about an aging assassin being alone, etc, etc, which turns out that was just Abstergo trying to convince the world that Connor died alone. But I think the main thing here is that it explains the literal eagle vision actually being eagle vision. So the drone mechanic of Senu in Assassin's Creed Origins is explained through eagle vision. So when you're soaring high over ancient Egypt, you know that Bayek was actually that capable, because Connor's daughter was able to use the exact same ability to save her father's life. I mean, we could kind of assume that it was eagle vision, but now we have confirmation, and it appears to be a very powerful form of it. And the 2 people known to be able to use this ability at the moment are Bayek and Connor's daughter. Of all people. Connor's daughter. She wields a very powerful form of eagle vision. What's going on? But there you have it, everybody. Thank you all for watching this short little video where I thought I'd go over this because it explains the literal eagle vision, and at the same time we get something of closure for Connor's story, even though it's not quite the end of it. I do believe this stuff came from a Assassin's Creed Reflections comic. There you have it, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, share this channel with your friends. That'll be appreciated. And I'll see you all in the next one with another video at some point. So yeah, see you later.